Hey everyone, it's the Blaze of King with King's Critiques. Welcome to Call of the Night. If you haven't seen the episode by the time you see this upload, do go ahead and pull me up alongside to listen to my comments as it goes along, or leave me running in the background. Let me get the watch time, because that would be much appreciated, as would being like and subscribe button, because as you know, not as many people who turn out the content are subscribed as they could be. That being said, let's roll into it. Because, in the last episode, Ko got abducted and almost murdered, but yeah, this whole scene. I do like how innocent Ko is with the whole thing. Just taking over the entire conversation to answer for Nazuna. Still doesn't change the fact that 3 out of the 5 of you are way too hot. Um. Right, and that's where we cut, because. Eh? Eh? What fuck sense does that make? Oh. Wow. That sucks. You never told me this before, you bitch! Listen, you can't just drop that bombshell on him and. Yo, boobs. Sweet. Just right in front of them to make a point. Yes, she did. Just to prove a point. She literally just wanted to prove that. That's great. You very well could have if they wanted to. Like, you went from meeting a new hot blonde to seeing said hot blonde get her arm cut off to being flirted with by 4 other rather attractive vampire chicks. Anyway, the clapper. Oh, not quite yet. Why do I never skip enough of the intro? Well, if I missed a call and you were important, you would have left a message, wouldn't you? Moron. Clip. Okay, intro's over. So who's he explain? Oh, Akari. It is, but I mean, I guess that's vampires for you. Yeah, so he also technically has 1 year left to live. Though, technically, to be fair, like, does it lock him out of becoming a vampire through Nazuna forever? Or does it lock him out of becoming a vampire in general forever? Because, I mean, they just said after the first time he had his blood drink. But is that by person? Or is it just a blanket statement? See, that's the real question. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, I said Akari, it's Akira. Oops. Whatever. I bet it's oh, it is Ball. Wait. Yeah, Akira. You know, I kept calling her the. Well, okay, you can't blame me though for the record because the name I kept calling her was also a teenager with big tits. So, like, you can't blame my mind for making that mistake. Well, because that's how smart people are. The fuck? Who the fuck are you? Up the stairwell? Scoops. Boning a vampire? Uh huh. Sounds pretty vampire like. See, it sounds like she's kidding, and yet. Well, he is in love with a vampire. Damn. Yeah, right? Yes. You go ahead and try that. It's totally a vampire. Totally a vampire. You swing a bat and you throw stuff. That's the rules of baseball. Oh, and you run. Baseball is literally the most boring sport 9 times out of 10. I think the most entertaining part of baseball is the chance that people get smucked by a stray ball. That happened to my first girlfriend's mother. That was hilarious. Yeah, he tried. It's not like she's gonna molest you again. You totally intend to drink my blood. I don't think she'd do that shit after what happened last time when she tried. But now I'm told I can't take years. Please tell me the blonde chick is the one his friend is seeing. That actually would make sense. See, now the thought process on how to fall in love is kind of questionable. Because, like, um, from what I recall, the feeling of love is just, you know? Uh huh. What's this bitch gonna say? Oh, well, in both ways, that went completely unexpected because I didn't expect the blonde vampire to give him serious advice, but I did also kind of see that when he asked Nazuna on a date, she'd just be like, nope. Because she's not into that kind of thing, even though it's the only way to help him by this point. So, like, she really needs to kind of just get on board with shit. I'm just saying. Yeah, no, most people would murder him after that. It looks like a retro game. It looked like a PS1. It's actually a really good feeling to be in a theater that's mostly just you and maybe like some people up in a corner. A rom-coms can be good. That really does not help. She hated it. Like, she didn't like the movie. She wanted to leave the movie. You can't ask about the movie that she hated. Fam, come on. Like, again, I will say there really needs to be more realistic rom-coms made, you know? Anime wise, not just, well, movie wise too, but there needs more realism, you know? Run through the story of somebody who had really good luck as a teenager and then just all of a sudden their love life turned around and just shit after shit after shit after shit for 10, 20 years. And then eventually some shit finally hits the fan and something finally falls into their life. Actually, that would basically be a biography of me, and I would want royalties. So never mind. Let's not do that. I mean, I want realism in my rom coms because the shit that they show us, regardless of TV show or anime, is 100% bullshit. There's a whole topic I could go involving that kind of stuff, but I'm not because it's other people's business. Yes. Yeah, that's good advice. Oops. It's really all wholesome advice, though. Like, that is really good advice. It is. It just said that Nazuna isn't that type of person. Yeah, it does. Hmm. There's someone knocking at your window. Who the fuck else would it be? A meal for her is kind of different than the meal that was expected, though. It very well could be considered such. She's raising very good points. Like what Sari said is the traditional idea of a date, which is always a really good idea too, but in this case, the sounds when she's sucking his blood really just sound like a fucking really thin straw. Scoots. Okay, so I was half right. It was one of the vampires he was aware of that are trying to get close to my hero here. Yep, you were not wrong. He detached from his party and started talking to you. Are we? Okay, as somebody who has lost a lot of friends over the last few years, I can give my assumption as to how friends are, at least at that age. Friends are somebody you see a lot, hang out with a lot, regardless of time, what you do, etc. Somebody that knows your name by heart without even having to ask it of you a second time the next time you meet them, or the third time, or the fourth time, because people forget names a lot. It's just a thing, especially as dumbass kids. Friends, hang out together, do shit together, usually get along. Sometimes fight and can get over it. And honestly, because of recent issues, that means I sadly have to admit I'm more friends with the person who lives with me than I let out sometimes. Otherwise, there would be a whole other line of issues. But friends are just the people that you felt comfortable with at one point, even if at some point they just decide to tell you to go fuck yourself without actually telling you to fuck yourself. So basically, the point is when your kids are teenagers, friends are easy. When you're adults, you don't have friends unless you have a job or confidence. Those are the two things that actually get you to have friends. Because with a job, at least the friends you already had, kind of respect you for having a job you get paid for on a regular basis and want to hang out because you have the money to do things. Then there's the other way of friends, which I don't know. The point is, I have like two friends in reality. Might have a couple of friends through this stuff. But like when one of your friends is kind of an asshole in a lot of regards, even though you're able to work shit out together, it just gets on the nerves sometimes. And the other friend is technically family and also an alcoholic who 90% of the time when they want to do things with you, they're already drunk. Neither of those are the best line of friends. The first line is definitely better to go with because even though there's arguments and shit, at least you can make up and get along 9 times out of 10. But, you know, if you're my age or older and you have kids who have friends, make sure they keep those friends if they're not terrible influences. Because, boy, I wish I had the friends I did 10 years ago still. But they fucking got jobs and just pretty much went away. Because, well, I'm not gonna get all into the self-deprecating shit. Pretty much, if you have kids, if you're my age or older, make sure they keep their friends. If you're younger than me and you have some friends left, then just one. Just do what you can to keep them, unless they're assholes. Because by God, I can have 300 Facebook friends and not a single one of them do shit for me. Let's get back into the episode, shall we? Before I continue ranting about I have no friends, and that's part of the thing that decides to kick me into the edge of oblivion at some point in the future. But let's hit the play button back when we're on 1723. It must be nice. Being a perfect kind of person must be nice, right? Akira, when the fuck did you get here? Yeah, it's probably the blonde vampire he's meeting. Sometimes you get that way with people you're that comfortable with. Still 90% sure it's that Siri girl he's going to see. I really want to keep making that joke. Oh, hey, look. Oh, it's not the blonde chick? I'm actually a little surprised by that. I thought she'd be the one. Eh? Um, I mean, yeah, it does happen with her a lot, too. Meanwhile, he's probably just like, why did you want to hold my hand? This is unnatural. This is weird. I like this, but I don't want, what? Nazuna, are you okay? Man, like, some of these anime have super long fucking credit sequences. Definitely saw the name of another show I need to start watching based on certain aspects. There's only like 5 episodes in though, so maybe I'll start checking that out at some point today. We'll see. But yeah, Ko has a time limit. His other guy friend seems to be into some older woman. We don't exactly know if that older woman is a vampire or not yet, so I suppose we'll see that at some point or another, because she's not one of the ones we've seen already. But who knows, knowing this show? They drop 5 new vampires on us at random, and the chick that he's with could be another one. We also talked about, you know, what it means to feel like someone's a friend. And I went over my depressing backstory with that, how I've lost pretty much every friend I have. But I did forget to mention that there is at least one other person I do consider a friend, and I wouldn't think they have any other thoughts about me in a negative fashion pertaining to that thought process. Because, like, that's another thing of the whole what is a friend? You know, a friend is someone you hang out with, you do things with, even if it's just chilling at your house to game or smoke or whatever. That's what a friend is. And a friend is also someone you support when bad shit happens to them, and not just let shit slide and ignore them when said bad shit happens. On that aspect, you know, the couple of friends I do have supported me when my cat died last month, and we supported the friend I just mentioned about some bullshit that happened to them last night. Again, not going into detail because none of my business, but I still don't understand how to make new friends. I just know that they just kind of happen sometimes through happenstance of other friends. So I can't really say much else to that aspect of things, but let me know your thoughts as far as all the topics we've covered here in this episode, as well as, of course, any other shows I should watch this season, next season, or in general. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my main channel in the description down below, Ring both bells like Facebook, follow Twitter to keep updated with things. TikTok, because I upload badges from time to time. Twitch, subscribe there for benefits, can do so Twitch Prime for free. All the subscriptions help me immensely. Over there is instant gratification. Over here, I'm halfway on my subscription count to partner, but I still need that watch time, so help me out. All that said, Ben the Blaze King with King's Critique, sign out, ta-ta for now.